So, we're sitting here with high inequality. What do we do? So, there's one argument which essentially says that we should kind of essentially just chop the rich. So, Procrustes essentially a way of dealing with height differences is you just chop them until they fit to the average, and you stretch the poor. One of the problems with that is that it's going to be quite hard to do that, given the fact that so many of the assets that the rich have are also tied into the skills that they have. And that kind of youth league type of policy I don't think is going to work. In fact, it is probably going to lead to instability and more poverty down the line. There's another argument out there which is much more common among our friends, which is essentially, oh, well, it will sort itself out in the long run. You know, that basically the free market is a wonderful thing. It will basically sort out all of these problems. The political problem that we've got is that we can't simply deny that basically one of the things that happened. I mean, remember that there were a whole lot of people that got burnt out of their houses. There were people who got removed by the Group Areas Act. But basically, apartheid didn't just stop people from accumulating assets, it actually destroyed assets among a whole lot of people. And simply to say, well, we must now kind of sanctify those kind of differences by not intervening, I mean, seems to be just a way of actually perpetuating those injustices. So what do we do as academics? So we can comment on this. Of course, our students are the ones who will be running the state and these corporations. And there is no need for people to kind of feather their own nests. That is an option. But basically, one of the things is that basically people do respond to ideas. And one of the things that we should do is not just give them the tools with which to kind of run the state and the corporations, but also challenge them to think about how these tools are used. I think that we have a real need to rethink some of the simple models that led us to the financial crisis and other kind of outcomes. But I think that fundamentally one of the tasks that we've got as academics is to actually use the tools that we have available to us to hold a mirror up to our society and say, this is essentially what's going on here. Do we really want to be a society like this? Are there other things that we could be doing?